Hello and welcome. This is the final video in a 6-part series titled Portal Security. During this video, you will learn about the Portal application security features, including two-factor authentication, auto logoff based on inactivity, how to disable Portal access for all users, and how to disable Portal access for a specific user. We'll also talk about troubleshooting and how to handle SMS errors. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. First, the Portal application implements 2FA during login. So what is 2FA and why is it important? 2FA is short for two-factor authentication, which is a type of multi-factor authentication that uses two verification factors to authenticate the user. 2FA is a common and simple way to enhance application security by requiring something you know, such as your password, and something you have, such as your smartphone, to access your account. 2FA can prevent hackers from accessing your account even if they steal your password, because they would also need to have your second factor, which is usually a physical device that only you possess, for example, your mobile phone. So let's review how the portal uses 2FA during login. Logging into the portal requires 6 pieces of information that must be verified before the clients are granted access. First, the portal code. This is a unique code that identifies your sender. It is sent to the client's mobile device via an SMS text, notifying them that a secure message awaits in their portal. After clicking on the link, we have the next 3 pieces of information: the client's first name, the client's last name, and the client's date of birth. The 5th piece of information is the client's mobile phone number, which is stored in their client file in Centerpiece. The client must have a mobile phone number on their client file to be sent this SMS notification. And it's this client's phone number where the 6th piece of information, the verification code, is sent. The verification code is a time-based one-time password, or TOTP, that expires within 10 minutes and is sent to the client's mobile device. Okay, so based on the 2FA definition we've just discussed, items 1 through 5 are pieces of information that the client knows, and item 6 requires the second factor, a physical device that the client possesses, since the code is sent via SMS to their mobile phone. Now, another benefit of 2FA is that it allows us to use information other than a username and password to verify the client's identity and grant them access to the portal. Requiring a user ID and password adds a level of complexity, as it requires setup and it requires the user to remember their login credentials. This can lead to frustration and ultimately cause users to stop using the portal, which is another reason why we chose to implement 2FA for the portal. Okay, now another important security feature is automatic log-off based on user inactivity. Once logged into the portal, if the user is inactive for 15 minutes or more, they will be automatically logged out. And this is really important if the user logs into a portal from a shared or public device and forgets to close the app or log out. Next, let's talk about how to temporarily disable portal access for all clients. There may be times when you want to temporarily block access to your portal. For example, your center may be at the early stages of testing the portal and you don't want to allow clients access until your team is fully trained. During testing, you can enable the portal while your staff practices sending messages and sharing documents using a sample client file. Then you can disable it for the rest of the day once your testing is complete. Another example is you may want to disable access to the portal while you're preparing your Conditions of Use or COU agreement. Once you've updated the portal registration with the link to your COU, you can then enable access. We've made it very easy to temporarily disable access by simply editing your portal registration in the Administration section. So let's go ahead and walk through this. I'll click on Administration, and then I'm going to click on the Portal tab. I'll click Edit and notice the Portal Status checkbox. When this is checked, your portal is active. If this is not checked, your portal is inactive and access for all clients is denied. And this is the error message they will see if they try to log into the portal while this is unchecked. Now please note, we do not recommend that you delete your portal registration in order to restrict access, but instead disable it by unchecking this box. Remember, the portal code you see right here that's appended to the end of the portal URL is used to uniquely identify your center. If you delete your portal registration and re-register, a new portal code will be generated, and you'll have to update both your QR code and your portal login button. If, however, you simply disable the portal code will stay the same, and when you reactivate the portal, all of your links will work as normal. Okay, so now that we've talked about how to disable access for everyone, let's now talk about disabling access for a specific client. Let's say that you have a client who is not abiding by the terms and conditions for portal use. Maybe they're using the portal to post inappropriate messages to your center or something like that. In this case, you can disable access for that specific client. We've also made this very quick and easy. Let's walk through a quick example of this, and we'll once again use our example client file, Brenda Sample. I'll click on the portal tab in her client file, and then I'll scroll down and notice here under the profile section there is a message that tells you locking the profile prohibits the client from logging into the portal. I'll click lock, and then I'll verify that I do want to lock her out of the portal. Then I'm going to go over to my phone and I'll click on the portal link from my phone. I'll enter in Brenda's information right here to log in, and then I'll click submit. You can see that I get an error message, but notice that this error message is different than the one before. This says that the user is not found, and that's because we have locked Brenda out of the portal. So the portal itself is still active, but not for this particular user. Okay, so next let's talk about how to handle SMS errors. There may be times when an error occurs sending an SMS notification to the client. This typically happens when you're sending an SMS notification that a secure message awaits in their portal. When this happens, you will see an SMS error alert that looks like this. This can happen when a client's mobile number is incorrect or invalid. To fix this, you can verify the client's mobile number, update it if needed, and resend the SMS notification. Simply click the resend link next to the alert to resend the SMS notification to the client, and the error will go away after successfully resending the notification. Okay, well that concludes our 6-part video series on the eKairos client portal. We hope you have learned a lot about the new portal features and how to use them effectively and securely. To recap, in this video you learned how the portal uses two-factor authentication to enhance security and convenience for your clients. You also learned how to enable or disable portal access for all clients or for a specific client, and you learned how to troubleshoot SMS errors. Thanks for watching this video and for choosing eKairos as your software provider. We appreciate your support and trust. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us at support@ekairos.com or call us at 469-293-3079. Goodbye.